Well, hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. I'm doing good, thanks for asking. And whoop, there I am. Spawn into existence for an hour or 3. How's everybody's week so far? I hope you're having a good week. I really do. And just keep in mind that we are halfway there. We only have another 2 days to go before the weekend again. Second. See if I can throw you over here. No? Why you go to sleep so fast? Come on. Wake up. There you are. Oh, I forgot something. Ooh. One moment. We're going to start a few things up for the stream. Streamerbot is one of them. We can work without Streamerbot. That's preposterous. Preposterous. That's a funny word. Preposterous. This will only take a second. Just bear with me while I do this. Here we go. Get that spawn. And then I come here and click this. There we go. I think we're good now. Should be. Alright. We move over to the Mac. Lights will go off, as always, I think. Oh no, they didn't. Oh, nice. Alright. Guess what? I figured it out. And it was dumber than you might expect. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just to give you some context. Where we ended up on Monday. We were just done installing typesense and we were integrating that with Laravel Scout. We were almost done. All we needed to do was the configuration, or what all was left to do was the configuration file for Scout in the typesense section, right? They have this commented section here that I was going to use as a base, basically. And then smart me thought, oh wait, Gemini already gave me this section of the code. I'm just gonna copy and paste that over. That's a great idea. What could possibly go wrong, right? Especially with this kind of eyes. This hawk-like eyes that can always detect the littlest difference between the code, right? Not really. So again, to give you some context, this is where we end up last time. We were going to do I believe it was PHP artisan scored import, and then we pass the model name, and that basically takes the data that we already seeded into the database and synchronizes that in typesense so that we can perform searches in typesense service. So that command should work, right? It wasn't. We get this funny little error saying, hey, your configuration file, we noticed that there is no fields. Can you give us some fields? We need fields. We can't do anything without fields, typesense said. And I was like, wait a second. There is the fields. I can see the fields right there. What are you talking about? Are we talking the same language? I give you fields. You don't see the fields. What's going on? Well, I'm gonna blame, well, it's 50-50 to be honest. I blame Jiminy for giving me bad code, and I blame myself for not seeing it. Are you ready for this? Check this out. Are you ready for this? You know what it was? Hello, M4 Duca, how you doing? I'm gonna say it's Maduka, right? Not M4. I can read things. So are you ready for this? I'm actually gonna make it bigger so you can see the amount of dumbness that this was. If I can do it. 1 second. All right, cool. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Pom pom pom. That was it. And you know where I got that from? That underscore? Jiminy. And of course, my eyes, I don't know why, but not only my eyes, my brain saw that and thought it is exactly the same. I saw absolutely no difference. It took me more time than I care to admit to finally see that that underscore was supposed to be a dash. And it was so stupid. Now check this out. I'm gonna turn this back on to normal size. Check it out. If I do the same command now, it works! Holy crap. I am so new to Laravel and programming. Welcome, you're one of us. Can you give me a little guide? What kind of guidance do you need? Have you ever programmed before? Or you're new, completely new to the beautiful world of programming and finding dashes instead of underscores and losing 2 hours of your life? Like how to start? Well, if you're completely like 100% new, I would say this. Let me think. Trying to put myself in a position where the same position I was when I started. Of course, it's not the same. Here's the problem, or here's the difference between when I started programming between you right now. You have a way better position than I had. You know why? YouTube exists. So, all you need to do right now is say, what do I want to learn? Type it on YouTube, find a freaking tutorial out of thousands of them, and just go through the tutorial without doing anything. Just go through it. Listen, take notes. Laracast is a great place for you to start. They even have tracks that you can follow with different tutorials. So they give you like a roadmap. I don't remember where it is. That site has changed a lot in the few months, but pretty sure it's very user friendly. If you go to laracasts.com, there surely is a tutorial for you there. Or if you don't want to pay a monthly subscription, you can stay with YouTube. That's totally fine. So, find what you want to learn, use a tutorial, read the documentation while you're following the tutorial, and take notes, right? Once you finish the tutorial, give yourself a project. This is very important. Give yourself a project. It doesn't have to be a big one. It doesn't have to be flashy. It can be a freaking to-do list if you want. Or you can tell Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT, can you give me an idea for a small project for me to learn how to do X, Y, and Z? As much as this Gemini, ChatGPT, and all of the others can give you bad code, they are very good at explaining things and giving you inspiration for ideas. Do not, by the love of God, do vibe coding. Not when you're starting, because that's going to take you into a very bad place where you have a bunch of errors that you do not understand and cannot solve. Find a tutorial, take notes, read documentation, ask for inspiration.
The stream is now paused for ads.
Sorry about the ads. Ask for inspiration with AI, with a ChatGPT or whatever. No vibe coding, for the love of. You can do it later, once you understand what you're doing. The problem with vibe coding is that you're asking a machine that basically can make mistakes and will make mistakes, and asking that to give you the code that you're just going to use at face value, and it's going to have bad code, it's going to have mistakes. That little mistake that you saw right there, that came straight from ChatGPT. Sorry, from Gemini. And I like that. I like Gemini. It has given me a lot of help in my projects, in my work, etc. It does help. But if you do not understand what you're doing, it is going to trip you. It is going to make your life harder when you're learning. So, once you give yourself a little project, here's the key part. Struggle. Get frustrated. Fail over and over and over again. You will find bugs, you will find errors that you do not understand. You don't know what you're doing. It's going to feel sucky for a while. It's going to feel crappy, and you are going to want to quit because you feel stupid. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Find a solution. The solution will come, but just keep struggling. Because that struggle at the beginning is the one that teaches you the most. You can use AI to kind of find the solution to a problem without having to rely on the code that is going to give you. But struggle, for the love of God. Give yourself a project and feel stupid for a month or two. It will get better. And then after a few months, after 3 months or so, after that you have been learning and studying and practicing, compare your progress. Measure your progress. How do you feel now compared to when you started? How much have you learned? How much have you improved? And then rinse and repeat. I have spoken. Yes. I would recommend that you do, yes. Learn the basics of PHP. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be an expert on PHP. Learn the basics of it. Something that takes you maybe a few 4 or 5 hours studying and learning the basics. One sec. I will give you a great starting point for your PHP learning journey. What is the name of this guy? There. Take this course. It's free. It is a series of videos from I forget his name. What is his name? I forget. Hold on. Okay, I don't remember the name of this guy. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry, but this is the course that you should use to start. It will give you a beginning and an end. 11 hours. Take it, and you'll be set. And once you have this and you have the basics of it, move into Laravel and learn how Laravel works. When you're doing that, the best way that you can do that is if you go to laravel.com, make sure to use version 12. That is the latest one. And there is the getting started. It'll give you everything. Okay, is it the prologue? No, getting started. Installation, configuration, front-end starter kits. There used to be a tutorial here. I don't remember where it was. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Oh, they removed it? Okay. There used to be a tutorial section. It looks like they removed it on version 12 of the documentation. But this page right here, this is your home. This is your homestead. Bookmark this page. You'll be coming back here a lot. They have a very nice search bar that you can search for things that you don't really necessarily know where they are, but you kind of know what you're looking for. Go through the getting started process. It has gotten better. You know what? It has gotten a lot better. There are sections that may be a little bit too technical, but maybe because you are starting. But here's the thing: I've been using Laravel for upwards of 11 years. I still have to come back here every single time. There is no way that you can memorize everything that Laravel does for you. So you'll need this page a lot while you're learning. Oh, by the way, I don't have any water. Yeah, I started on version 4.2. When was that? I don't even know. So I started on 4.2, which is, I think, was the official release. When did this come out? Laravel version 4.2 release date. Since maybe a little bit later, but I started on maybe 2015, something like that. So yeah, kind of 10 years, going on 10 years. That was a long time ago, man. And before that, before I discovered Laravel, I was just doing PHP. I think the first model view controller framework that I used was Cake PHP, but I didn't like that one. I don't know why it didn't stuck with me. Laravel did. What am I doing today? So we are creating a small project called Chef or Artisan Chef. I'm basically integrating Laravel with typesense, which is this. Typesense is basically like a super powered search engine that you can introduce in your project. And if you have thousands and thousands of records, you can create searches that are like near instant, thanks to their lightning fast open source technology or whatever. So yeah, using this, they were very generous to sponsor this project, and we are introducing that, and we are using the Laravel framework, which has a very nifty package called Laravel Scout, which basically enables you to integrate different services that provide search, like Algolia, Meilisearch, and typesense. You can use any of those in your project, and it's very easy to integrate and configure, and Laravel takes care of all the minutiae and the API calls behind the scenes, etc. So yeah, and I'm creating this little application to demonstrate how to integrate typesense with Laravel Scout, and we're using an example project to do that. That's why I'm always saying, get yourself a little project to learn. I do it all the time. I learn on the fly with every single project that I create on stream. Probably 90% of the time, I'm the one learning something new. So yeah, right now I'm done with the setup, and I'm gonna move on to create a template, like the page, the component that I'm going to use for the main page, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and start today. Just to give you an idea what it's going to look like. By the way, I always like to keep this handy. Let's head over here and let's open Jiminy. I've been using AI for inspiration recently on my last two projects. One, nice. I love streamer like this. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, so I was saying, when you use AI, use it for inspiration, never at face value, because take a look at this. This is the configuration that it gave me, and I was dumb enough to not check it. And I have this thing that I sometimes mix up numbers, and small letters or typos are very difficult for me to spot. Sometimes I'll have a number and I'll just swap two numbers back and forth, and in my brain they're exactly the same. I could have a number like 10925, and I will swap the 9 and a 2, and in my brain I would read the number and it's exactly the same. In this case, I copy and pasted this part, and do you see that underscore there? That is wrong. It is a dash, not an underscore, and that costed me like 5 minutes on stream and 2 hours off stream trying to find it. Thank you so much. Information, I like to stay here, but I am a meeting. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Hope to see you around more. Bye. Have a great meeting. All right, let's find the place. The template that it gave me, it's actually pretty useful, at least to have a for me to have a visual guidance. And usually the Tailwind CSS styling is very on point most of the time. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. I'm gonna copy the body. Oh, that was too much. Jesus Christ. There you go. I'm gonna take the body of this HTML. Copy that, and I always like to use this play.tailwindcss.com just to mock up ideas. And if I come here and select everything and just paste what I just copied, this is basically how the application should look at the end. I might make some changes. I don't like the fact that all of the filters are like pretty much front and center. I might have this like collapsible. And the idea is that you have a search bar, a bunch of filters, and then a list that will update based on the search and the filters using typesense. How are you doing, Nicolas Alonso Suarez Rodriguez? Nico, I'm creating a new project sponsored by typesense. So yeah, I'm creating this artisan chef so that I can demonstrate how to integrate typesense with Laravel Scout. I already covered, I think in a earlier video, in an older video, I think I covered Melee search, or was it in the Cars app? I don't remember. But now I'm doing typesense. Yeah, and I asked Gemini to give me this mockup and a few lines of code, and I've already completed the setup on Monday, and now I'm moving on to the main component. ¿Has visto lo del Laravel con Starter Kit? Quiero aprender sobre React y esta me parece una gran oportunidad. ¿Lo has visto? Los Starter Kits? Yes, I've seen them. Yes. I'm actually using one of them. Mainly because I didn't want to install Tailwind CSS and Livewire by myself. I'm not going to use the all of the components and all of the pages that come in with them. But I have used, in an earlier project, I used the React Starter Kit to create, I don't remember what application was that. What did I create with React? I don't remember. I have used React before, and the Starter Kit. And the nice thing is, with the Livewire Starter Kit, you get, I'm pretty sure you know this, but the Livewire Starter Kit gives you the free version of Flux UI, which already is really nice, and you can pretty much get away with that for most use cases. But the React one just comes with the ShatCN built in. Are you using plain Laravel or something like Jetstream? Plain Laravel and a starter kit. And the starter kit, all the starter kit does is give you like a starting point. It gives you a dashboard, it gives you authentication, it gives you a bunch of components that you can just reuse, and yeah, it's in the initial settings of Tailwind CSS and Livewire, if you choose Livewire or React or Vue.js. That's what the starter kit does, but I'm not using Jetstream, no, just Laravel. I used Inertia for the project that I created with React, which I kind of forget what I was doing. Let me go and check. This is making me mad. Content, live, Vue.js, Twitch API. What? It wasn't the game. Not a Livewire. Was it before this or was it a video? I'm sure it was live. Was it before this project? Was it that long ago? Ah, here it is. Learning Inertia with React. And what was the project? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch. Maybe if I go to my GitHub, maybe there's the project. So SPA, I need this. Yeah, it's pretty much an SPA. Yeah. You can combine that with Laravel using Inertia. The nice thing about Inertia is that I'm not sure if you know this, but when you use Vue.js or React with Inertia, there are certain things that you usually have to do with this kind of client packages, Inertia, and Vue.js, React. And that is, when you work with that client, you need to, if you want to interact with your backend, you usually have to treat it like an API. With Inertia, you don't. You basically treat it as a controller. So you have your client, and your client component basically becomes your view. And Laravel handles the interaction between your backend and your frontend and merges the two as if they were a view and a controller, which is really nice. And you have a bunch of libraries and helper functions within React and within Vue.js that help you, for example, reroute or navigate to another page, or bring in the data from the controller as props in your components. It's really, really useful. Where are my repositories? Oh, it was a job board. Now I remember. It was a very basic Laravel jobs clone, and I used React for that. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Wow, my brain can't remember what I had for breakfast, apparently. Okay, so I do remember I had, let me go to the requirements for this project. I think I have them here. Okay. So we have the data model, that's good. We already have a model and a migration with these fields. We just need to create the user flow. I'm going to start with a liveware component, a full page liveware components that is going to become the main page for our application. I'm not going to use authentication in this project. It's just going to be this page right here. So it's just a list, a search bar, and some filters.
M4DUK4 just subscribed to the channel. You're amazing.
Thank you for subscribing to the channel, dude. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Maduka. Oh, and by the way, if you want to stick around and maybe hop over to Twitch after the coding section, which usually takes about an hour and a half, I'm gonna play games after. If you want to stick around I would suggest hopping over to Twitch for that. It's a generally better experience. So yeah, I'm also on Twitch, live on both, and I'm playing games. Hell yeah. Okay, vamos a ver. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the code that Jiminy gave me for the entire project. And I will be more careful this time. Where are you? I'm sure. Here it is. So we have the README, the database migration, the model, the seeder, configuration. There it is. That's the component. So we have a component. Let me just go through this code and see what can I use and what can I just not. URL. Okay, we need a string on the search. We need the search on the query string. That's fine. We can rename it as Q and keep it in the history. That's cool. Selected cuisine, selected difficulties, and max prep time. Okay, all of them are arrays that will correlate with these checkboxes here and a ready button. Since the ready button is a ready button, then we don't need an array, just one variable that can be nullable. Well, all of those can be nullable too, except that you are setting those to empty arrays from the beginning. Okay, we can work with that. And we have a render. We're doing the search on the render, which is generally a good practice. We call search. This is Laravel Scout doing a search. And when we do search on Laravel on a model that has been configured to work with Laravel Scout, or rather a model that has been made searchable, using search will actually contact typesense in the background. Yeah, sure, no problem. Catch you on the replay. This will all live on YouTube. I'm actually going to take this video that I forgot to record. I'm actually going to start recording now. So let's pretend that we are starting. I'm gonna hit record. I don't know how much of that is going to be useful though. I'm gonna have to download this from Twitch, aren't I? I forgot to hit the record button. Oh my god. Let me think. Can I salvage this? Yes, I can. Hold on. Because then I'm gonna take this video and then shorten it to more curated, more edited video that is going to live on its own playlist. But for that I need to record. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm going to pretend this is how the sausage is made, by the way. I'm going to pretend that I just started. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So I hit record now. And let's begin. So, about the error that we were facing on the last session, the problem was basically this. I'm going to show you in code. We were facing this error, parameter fields not present, and that was because the code that came from ChatGPT or Gemini was this. That is incorrect. What you need is a dash in this section, and they actually provided the example that was correct in the commented section that was already here. I just didn't see it. So replace that with a dash and then everything works perfectly fine. And now we have imported all of the records, 22 records in total, into type search. And what we're going to do now is start with the rest of we're done with the setting and the configuration. Now we're moving on to the main component, the main library component that is going to serve as our homepage, that is going to look like this. This will be the main component, big search bar, couple of filters, and a list of recipes. So let's create this now. I'm going to look for, I'm actually reviewing the code that Why do I say ChatGPT if it is Gemini? Let's say Gemini. The code that Gemini generated for me for this project. Again, I'm gonna be more careful this time and not just copy pasta. I'm actually reviewing this code first, make sure that it's correct, and if I deem it good enough or worthy enough, we will use it. I think ads are going to begin in just a few minutes. If that is the case, I'll just stop and we'll continue later. Transcode, hey bro, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you so much. How you doing? How you doing? Hi Artefes, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. So nice to see so many people in here. It makes me so happy. Me so happy. All right, let's see. So the public properties, those are all good. I'm kinda cold here, bro. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. In Chile, oh, that's way down there. Does it get really, really cold?
The stream is now paused for ads.
We're gonna take a break for ads, and yeah, that's way down there, dude. Thank you so much for being here all the way from Chile. Wow. Like how cold? What is the temperature? Holy shit, 4 centigrade? 4 degrees? That is actually cold. Holy crap. Dude, stay inside. Stay warm. Compared to here, can I flex on you? It's nice in here. Nice and cozy. Ah, yes, cup of coffee. Nothing better than a cup of coffee. Coffee and code. Oh, what a wonderful team. And this is on rainy season, by the way. Summer, we get like 20, 22, 23. That's the thing. It may not be cold, but holy shit, it rains. Today I lost power like 16 times in a span of 1 hour. It was awful. Pecambaru. Where is Pecambaru?
Awang Ibrahim just subscribed to the channel. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, dude. You're amazing. Wait, I Pecambaru. Oh, that is hot. Jesus Christ. And it's really humid. Where is... Ah, it's in Indonesia. Welcome RFS from Indonesia. Do you do real also? I don't. I tried it. I didn't like it. If I have to do client things, I'll probably reach for Vue.js. I know it's good. I know it's very popular. We didn't hit it off. Unfortunately. Yeah. It happens. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, definitely. I haven't created one myself, but I would say that yes, the important thing on that is it always also depends on you, on how you code. So always be mindful of n+1 queries and not bombarding your code with a lot of requests from the client, not too many client-server interactions. Try to use cache as much as possible, and always find a server infrastructure or service that matches the level of scalability that you need. I have a contact, a friend from Panama, and the average is, I don't know, 24. Yeah, Panama is a little hotter than here. I don't know why. We're basically neighbors, but yeah. Well, depending on the place too. I think starting from Panama and down, I think the climate starts to get a little more hot. And then on Chile, yeah, you're frozen. You're a frozen Chile. Do you Spanish if you are from Costa Rica? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Spanish is my first language. English is my second language. Problem is, not a problem actually. The thing is, I chose to do this content on English because when I started 2 years ago, I started doing courses on Udemy. Don't look for them, they're gone. And all of the content that I was consuming about Laravel, which was the niche that I wanted to squeeze myself in, was in English. Even people not from the US, they were producing content on English. So I thought if I want to squeeze myself into that niche, I might as well just do it in English so that I can grab a big part of the audience. So I do everything in English, even though I do speak Spanish. But English good and perfect. Yeah, if you want to practice English, that is a good way. Just force yourself to speak English as much as possible. You know, another thing that you can do if you're practicing English, read a book in English, but read it slowly and enunciate every word in that book as if you were having a stroke. That trains your face muscles to speak with English enunciation, basically. So move your mouth exaggeratedly. I don't know if that is a word or not, but do this. Enunciate every word so that your mouth gets used to speak English with English movements. You will sound ridiculous. I will tell you that, but it's good practice. Because this whole thing is a muscle. And if you don't train that muscle, it doesn't know how to move, how to make the movements of the language. Give me a second because I need water. I forgot my water. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I got my water. Thank you. Always forget. I thought that thing was going to do... Hold on. One sec. Oh, now it's working. I have a button here that hides the be right back screen, and it was supposed to unmute my mic, and it didn't. Son of a bitch. Thank God you were here. You saved me. I did that the other day. No one told me anything, and I spent 45 minutes coding and an hour playing, and I didn't realize until the end. I had to delete the video. It was so stupid. But yeah, and I thought I had it automated, but apparently it doesn't work all the time. I have to debug the thing. I was saying, don't get in your head about pronunciation. The moment you start to get in your own way about, oh, I need to pronounce this perfectly, I need to say it exactly like it sounds in English. No, you don't. As long as you can be clear, you can have an accent if you want. As long as you can properly enunciate your words and you can be clear about the message, so you can transmit a message with clarity. That is more important than perfect pronunciation. I know a lot of people who speak English and who speak Spanish and English, and their pronunciation is close to terrible, but people understand them. Nobody's going to correct you on your pronunciation, to be honest. I've been working for a company in the US for going on 15 years now. I know that I screw up my words and my sentences all the time. Nobody's going to correct you. As long as you can be clear and you can express the idea that you want to transmit. And pronunciation is like second. Just don't let it be in the way of you speaking and practicing English. That's it. I'm not sure we should have this as nullable as well. Maybe not nullable, it's just empty arrays, to be honest. The search one, I think that one should be nullable. Just like the max prep time. Then we have the render, then we have search from Scout. Can you stop doing that? Using the search parameter. I would put this behind, I would put this query behind an if. I don't want to make a query if I don't have a search term. I think I have a solution for that. So we'll do something slightly different than this. We can basically use when, like a query builder when function, which takes a condition, and if that condition is true, then it'll do a query. And on that query, we can do search. And we pass, what is this? Callback function with a client, a string query, and an array of options. Interesting. Define which fields to get facet counts for, within and difficulty. Per page 9. Build filters. Filter by query string for typesense. Huh. Okay. Let me see the documentation of Laravel. See what they say about this. Oh, Thank you so much. I don't know how bad that sounds, but I appreciate the compliment. All right, searching. You may begin searching a model using the search method. The search method accepts a single string that will be used to search your models. You should then chain the get method onto the search query to retrieve the eloquent models that you want that match the given search query. Do you see a get here? You don't. I don't see a get anywhere here. Huh. Since Scout searches return a collection of eloquent models, you may even return the results directly from a route or controller, and they will automatically be converted to JSON. All right. If you would like to get the raw search results before they are converted to eloquent models, you may use the raw method. I saw that. Oh, there's the query row. That's the results. Okay. Custom indexes. We're not using that. We're not using where clause either. Or we're not in. We are using paginate apparently, yes. And since we're doing paginate, we can do links like this on the template, and we will get pagination on our search results. I don't think I'm gonna do pagination, honestly. I just want the full. Okay, maybe I do. Yeah, maybe I do. Of course, if you would like to retrieve the pagination results as JSON, you may return the paginator instead directly from a route controller. Sure, no problem. Soft deleting, I don't care about that. Customizing engine searches. If you need to perform advanced customization for the search behavior of your engine, you may pass a closure as the second argument to the search method, which is what Gemini is doing here. So this is the callback function. Can I make this bigger? Apparently not. All right. For example, you could use this callback to add geolocation data to your search options before the search query is passed to Algolia. I'm not using Algolia. Not today, Satan. But basically that's what they're doing. And they do the search on the client, which the client is of class nothing here. All right. Customizing the eloquent results query. Yeah, that's fine. Custom engines. We don't care about this. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, okay, so we do want this to customize the engine query for typesense. What I'm not sure about is this the correct format for those parameters? Basically faceted parameters. So I'm going to go deep into, do a deep dive into typesense documentation. Faceting. Let's facet the search results by authors field to see how that works. Let's also use this example to see how typesense handles. I'm sorry about the white, by the way. They don't have a dark mode in this page. How typesense handles typographic errors. So let's search for experiment with a Y. Notice the typo. I saw it. So these are of query by, facet by, sort by. Oh, sorry. Here. So the options facet by, that seems to be, sorry, that seems to be correct. Authors. Facet by, it's fine. Per page, I don't see that. Semantic search? No, that's faceted search. Oh, they have a Laravel thing? Oh, so freaking lootly. They have a video too. By none other than Aaron Francis. Let's see. Renew Laravel projects, Laravel Scout. We already did all of this. He's using Docker, by the way. You can use Docker too if you don't like to install binaries. You can also run typesense on a Docker container. Install Laravel Scout. Configure, we already did all of that. Create a model, migrate data, we passed that already. Index data. Yeah, that's the searchable array. Collection schema, we already have this done. You can then run a search query to verify that the record has been indexed by typesense using this. That's nice. Dynamic search parameters. All right, okay, here is a different approach. See this options thing? So we can do a search and then call options. And then pass that. So it's not so much as using a callback function, but actually using a chained method called options and then set the array of things like per page, facet by, but we also have filters. But filters is just another array. And apparently the format for those is like that. So this will be equals to whatever is in square brackets. And prep time is less than or equal a single value. They're using brackets because these are arrays. Okay, I get it. They have a demo. Let me see the code of this. Ooh, blazingly fast Steam games released from 2013 to 2023. Search powered by typesense. Oh, that's a cool project. Okay, let me see the app folder. HTTP. Looks like we're going with good old controllers. Game controller. Create, store. There's nothing here. Okay. Profile controller. They're using Inertia. Which lets me believe that we have either React or Vue.js. So let's go to the scripts folder. No, actually resources, JS, components. This is React. Application dropdown, filter. Pages, maybe. Games. All right, they're using the React library for typesense in this project. Let me see if I can understand some of it. They have props, hits per page, serve box, instant search. Yeah, I'm getting lost already. Never mind. Okay. I'm diverting, or that was a tangent. Never mind. So I'm still not sold on the way that this is doing, only because I probably can do it with chaining the options method into the search, the recipe into recipe search. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to hide this. Maybe a little smaller. There. Let's start with the basics. Let's create a new component. PHP artisan. Make livewire. I think I'm just gonna call it recipes. Recipes. Is that the plural of recipe? No, it's like that. Recipes. Yeah. Recipes. Make livewire. I don't think I need anything else. Now we have a component. Let's go and edit it a little bit. Let's start adding some stuff. I think the parameters are fine. I don't have any objections. And I'm going to use pagination as well. Use, what is the width pagination? I'm gonna need a public, probably nullable string search. I'm gonna set it up to null instead of empty, and I'm also going to need the URL attribute. Let's import that, and I'm going to use as null.
The stream is now paused for ads.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick break for the ads. I think today we're gonna have time to probably just start off with the component, the code for the component. Give it a rough functionality, but probably not tested yet. I think we could give it a rough test using Tinkerwell though. We'll see how that works, so that we can be sure that the code that we're going to use in the component will actually work. So my idea of chaining that options method onto the search will actually yield results. So yeah, we're gonna do an initial test of the code that we want to use on the search. We're gonna use Tinkerwell for that. Hopefully get some results back from typesense, and next session on Friday we will write the template for the component. All right, back from the ads. So we have the as null, and then we have history. We want this to be kept in the browser history. So true. What else did Gemini suggested? That's it. Oh, the as is actually asq. It's a string. And then we have selected cuisines. Initialize that to an empty array. Also put it in the URL. And keep it in the history as well. Selected difficulties. I'm just gonna copy this, yoink, paste. And finally, max prep time. Oh, it's an int, not an array. All right, and then comes the actual search. What are you doing here? Oh, facet counts. All right, let's try this. Let's start easy and simple, and then start complicating things a little bit more. I'm going to use Tinkerbell for this, so that we can iterate on the search and make it more and more complicated, and then we can use it in our component. I believe we have a chef. Yeah, here we go. So, for example, let's just type something in. Let's do a simple search, see if we get any results. So, we have a bunch of data already in the database. So if we do recipe all and run that, we have 21 records in the database. Let's try and search for one. The search, as we configure it, is going to look for title and ingredients. So let's look for guacamole. What if we do, I'm gonna comment this, not that one. Comment this one out, and let's do recipe, search, guac. Let's just search for guac, right? And to do, after that we do a get, and finally to array, right? Let's see if we get something out of that. Ooh, no search field specified for the query. Okay. Really? How's that so? Hold on. Did I miss something in the configuration? Search by, let me check the config real quick. This is query by. This says query by. Yeah, search parameters. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I found it. I saw it. I saw it. Hey, Mass Fiction, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Look at that crap. Doing good? I'm glad. I'm glad that you're doing good. How's your week going so far? So if I fix that, uyakata. Aha! Not gonna happen again. I learned. I evolved. I got better. That freaking underscore. Jiminy, please. Jiminy, please. All right. So look at that. We have our search result. I search for guac. I can even typo something like guacalomi. And I still get the result. Typo tolerance. That's why I like typesense. It has a lot of features that you can use for your searches, and it's so good. I swear to God, even if they didn't sponsor the video, I would have ended up using them at some point in a stream. So yeah, we have search results. Let's try the options thingy. Let me go back here. Bum, pararam, bum, bum. Where is it? I saw it. I saw you doing it. Options. There you go. Your chainsaw was making you a little angry. So you work with a chainsaw. Lumber, I imagine? My dad is a lumberjack. You had to chop up a tree? Oh, right. Cool. Why was it making you angry? Was it making noises or just not starting up at all? Is it a big one? Like a big chainsaw? Or a little chainsaw? I could not work at chainsaw if my life depended on it. I can say that. You don't want to work? Oh, that sucks. Ugh. Yeah. I imagine is that one of those that you have to and you want to break your arm like the only experience I had with that kind of machinery I had to use a very old a mowing machine. I don't know the exact technical term for that, but it was the same thing. I swear to God, sweat more just trying to start the thing that the actual work that I had to do. Lawnmower? Yeah, but it's the one that has a... It's not the one that you push. It's the one that you strap to your side and you just go like this. Weed whacker, yes. In here we call them motoguarañas. And it was very old and probably out of gas. And I didn't realize. Oh my God, that was annoying. An AI chainsaw? Please. It would probably run the other way. Like backwards. We don't need AI chainsaws. Or AIs with chainsaws.
Dr_Louvre just followed. You're amazing.
You're amazing, dude. Thank you so much for following. Welcome.
MassFaction_TV just followed. You're amazing.
Hey, thank you so much for following MassFaction TV. You're awesome, dude. By the way, for you in chat, both on YouTube and Twitch, just wanted to let you know if I'm too concentrated doing something and you want to call for my attention, you can use !say, and that'll send me a TTS message and just call for my attention. Everyone can use it. !say or !s if you don't want to type. Other than a wood chopper, are you a programmer too? What do you program on? MassFaction. Oh, and we're playing games in a few minutes if you want to stick around. I'm playing the Alters. Not here. I think it will. Here we go. So if we use options, just like, oh my God. Stay here and then, no, stay here and then here. So we're gonna use options, but the option that I'm looking for is facet by. So let's try that. Oh, and there is a bunch of filters. Okay. Okay. Let's start by no, actually let's try a filter. Just one. Right? How do we do this? So filter options, pass in an array, and then we do filter by underscore, I think. Yeah, underscore filter by. And if we take a look at this, we just need to do, let's try cuisine like this. And let's not do this, let's do equals instead. Can I do equal? Oh, you still need, oh, okay, let's try this. Cuisine, Mexican. Let's look for Mexican cuisine. All right, and also let's try that facet. No, wait. Let's do filter by only, not facet. Let's keep it simple. Will that work? Let's see. Also, is there any? Doesn't look like it's doing any quotes within the value. Yeah, no. Let's try that, this. Let's see. Come on, R. Hey. Hey. Now, what if? So I don't, Can I just run options without the search? No. I have to do search first. Can I pass an empty string? Totally can. And it's giving me Mexican, 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 Mexican. Hey! Hey! Let's try the facet parameter. Where is it? Facet by cuisine and difficulty. Oh, that's it. Da, 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 da. Ooh. Cannot find a facet field name difficulty. Maybe Gemini is hallucinating. What is the field that I was faceting by? It's right there. Oh, double F. Go back here. No, go back here. There it is. Okay. Still working. So if I wanted to have more 2Fs, gotcha. Gotcha. I saw it. Thank you though. If we could have Mexican, and what's the other ones that we have? Italian, I think. So we have Mexican, Italian. There you go. And let's try and filter by difficulty too. Supposedly you can just use something like this, double ampersand, and let's do, how do we put it? God damn it, there. Difficulty, same thing. Let's just do difficulty. Let's do an equal, oh wait, do this, equals, and let's look for easy peasy. So all Mexican and Italian foods with easy difficulty. Still working. Mexican easy, Italian easy, Italian easy. Search working, good. And we didn't have to do all of this crap with the callback function and all of the filters. And if, we might have to do it though. Do we have to? Can I get away? No, you know what? I don't have to. Because this is just an array. I can configure that array and add keys to it instead of having to do it inside a callback function in the recipe search method. So before I call recipe search, I prepare an array of options and then pass it over to this options call right here, based on whether we have selected recipes or not. Even if we don't have, actually, what if we don't have any? We could just go, because if we have an empty array, this will be like that, right? So it'll just look for all of the difficulties. No, it gives us an empty result. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. No, never mind. I'll just have to prepare the options before running the search, which is going to be a lot nicer than this crap. Thank you for the inspiration though, Jiminy. You did good. Okay, I'm gonna keep this example here in Tinkerwell, and come Friday we're going to actually run the search in the component, and then we're going to take the results from that and display those in a nice little way, in a nice little template that looks like this. Bunch of cards with information. Okay, we're gonna cut the coding section here and we're gonna play video games. We're gonna play games. Let me set this thing up first. Thank you, Iwang. Thank you. All right. We gotta change the title of the stream on Twitch. And I also need to remove the promotion stuff. Give me just a moment. In fact, I can start turning this on. Bum, 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 bum. Why are you not working? Oh, it's this again. One moment. There we go. Let me check the sound. Perfect. Let's turn off the music. So yeah, I'm playing the altars. I already played the intro. I think we're on day 5. We already have one clone of ourselves that turned out to be an engineer after, ironically, not going to college. Interesting, right? Let me know if the audio is a little too loud. Actually, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Something like that. Alters in bad mood will work shorter hours and might stop talking to you. Oh, excuse me. Day 6. What do I need to do? Start the engines in the command center. Aye, aye, Captain. Is this the command center? Wait, I don't remember where is the command center. Oh, it's upstairs. Is it here? All right. Base navigation allows you to plan and start journeys between locations. Okay. Well, would you let me do it? Where's the engine? Where do I start the engine? Whoop. Oh, I can go through. Oh, look at that. Whoop. I'm not. How do I start the engine? Gosh, damn it. It's called The Altars. It just came out like a few days ago. And basically you're stranded in a planet. You were hired as a builder and you're here alone and you have to survive. And you have this base that you have to manage. And also they have your entire life memory stored in something called the quantum computer, which is up here. But using a material called if I can talk, using a material found in this planet called rapidium, I think it's Rupidium, yeah. Using that, you can basically create clones of things or create clones using DNA. And the first test that we did was we created a clone sheep. But since we had problems with the engine, we needed to create a clone of ourselves with one variation in our life that basically the quantum computer calculated that changing one aspect, one facet of our lives in a certain period of time will calculate to us creating.
The stream is now paused for ads.
We'll create a clone of ourselves that basically had the engineering knowledge to repair the machinery on the ship. And that's basically what you do here. You have to survive, create clones of yourself with different abilities, and basically manage your spaceship. It's very interesting. If I could start the engine, that'll be awesome too. Oh, I see. I need more. See where it says cost? It says cost 170. I only have 160, so I need more organics, which means I have to go outside. Hey buddy, how you doing? Good talk. I don't know. He's upset because he's a clone. So we need to go. I already went outside for a bit and found a deposit of organic, basically an organics deposit. And you create pylons. You create pylons to guide the resources back to your ship. And that over there is the rupidium deposits. Right now I need about 10 organics to start the engine. So you come here, and when you start working on a machine here, you hold X to work, but that takes time. So you're gonna see how he's gonna start moving like super fast, and the time in the bottom left corner is going to start to move. When you get tired, you basically work slower, and if you get exhausted, you wake up the next day later. The thing is, you have about a week before the planet basically wipes all life from the surface. So we need to escape before that. So we're currently at day 6 out of 8. I don't remember. So let's just get what we need. So that was 14. I'm gonna get another 14 more so that we don't waste the day. Now I have 188 down there where you see the little drop in the bottom side of my screen. In the bottom of the screen, it says 188 out of 300. Now we just have to travel back to our base. And you can only travel because you have that tower there. Before, you had to walk all the way. So that saves time. Can I start the engines now? Whoop. No, this is not the place. That's the computer. Whoop. Here. Okay, now we can start our journey. Booyakata. Starting the journey. Do you want to automatically collect structures before starting your journey? Yeah, that'll be useful. So it's going to collect 5 pylons and 1 mining outpost. Collect. Alright, what are we gonna do? Let's roll. It's a little ship. Look at that, look at that. Meh. It's called Mallory, by the way. The sheep. Oh, look, it's rolling. That's awesome. Journey 1. Huh. So where are we now? Open the Alters tab. Press this and navigate to Alters. The Alters tab allows you to check the mental and physical state of your alters. Now we have to care for their... Okay, that's gonna be a whole thing. The event log on the left provides insights into recent events. What? So 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Like I said, he's really upset. No injuries, no radiation, no hunger. I'm pissed at Jan. Jan is me. I'm the original. Supposedly. Honestly, I don't know. He's really irritating. Dude, I did nothing. I try to be nice to you, but you just... Okay, whatever. He's got frustration, rebellion, insecurity. It's because I'm going to assume it's because of the insecurity and anxiety. To be honest, waking up in a spaceship, basically he's got all of my memories except for that change. Wait, clones? No woman there? No, because we are men. So we are a man, and then we just basically clone ourselves and change one little aspect of our life. In this case, we got a college application that was far away from home, and we decided to take it. So that lifetime led us to a life of we basically became a builder, or a base builder with basic knowledge, and we came on this trip. This guy, which is a clone of ours, has all of those memories, except at that time he branches and lives another different life. It's like he has all the memories of his life, but he's a clone, and it leads to the same place on this ship, on this journey, except that he has different knowledge than us. He's an engineer. He can repair the machinery of the ship. We couldn't. So he wakes up in the ship and finds out he's a clone, even though he has all of the memories of everything that has happened in his life, except nothing happened. It was just a calculation in the quantum computer. So he's pissed, and rightfully so. To be fair, I didn't piss him off. He pissed himself off. So I didn't do anything. I'm not irritating. You're irritating. So I need to talk to him. Great. Where is he? Hello.
Hey there. I said, don't come near me.
I just said hello. Basically, yeah. It's not warranted though, but right now the mechanic of the game is there are things that we need doing in order to survive and escape the planet, and we need to create different alterations of ourselves that will have that knowledge. The quantum computer does the calculation of where in our life has to be branched off to have that ability. But yeah. The goal is to survive, not to repopulate at this moment. Because this planet is going to basically get too close to the sun, and all life in the surface of the planet is going to go extinct, including ourselves. So, I understand you're angry, but I need your help.
I get it. You're angry. I would be too.
Yeah.
But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster.
Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep.
Screw you. But we can't. If you're talking with somebody that is angry, you can't get angry too. You just have to balance that with. You do the same.
You're pissed off at me now, but deep down, we both know you do the same thing.
Really? You said it yourself. We might look alike, but we're different. Like oil and water, if you ask me, and they don't mix well.
Yeah, but we're in this together. Like it or not, we have to survive. And if we don't get along, it's going to be a lot difficult. More difficult.
Maybe.
He doesn't
You
like
won't
it.
last long without me, just as I couldn't make it without you. In a situation like this, hiding in a trench is just plain stupid.
I'll tell you what's stupid.
Oh my god.
Listening to someone who created you because he needs a fucking tool. Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
So you're basically, I would rather die than help. Dude, fuck off. Okay, repairing modules. Modules deteriorate over time, which makes them prone to failures. To repair the communication room, you'll need a repair kit. You can craft one in the workshop. Which is... Oh, where's the map? Here. Workshop. Oh yeah, straight ahead. This game only needed one voice actor all the way. No, that's what I call budget friendly. Yeah, but it's gotta be a good one. And so far, I have no complaints. Like, you clearly sense that they're two different people. Like, you don't find it weird. He's the same voice actor, but he's doing a great job of differentiating himself from the other actor. So yeah. Workshop. I need a repair kit. Production is limited only to small essential items due to increased power consumption by the moving base. So I'm gonna queue this one and work on it. There you go. So, figure out how to get along. Why am I the one who has to... I'm trying, but he's... I'm gonna go repair the communication room. I'll talk to him later. Where is the communication room, by the way? Upstairs. And then work on this. That took a while. Oh, we have a call. So we have this calling machine. We are talking with somebody on the other side. There is no image, in very limited voice, and he sounds so freaking creepy. Oh, this is a different guy. Who are you?
Hello?
Mr. Dalsky?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess.
I think so. I was almost done for it, but then I got these crazy instructions to duplicate and edit myself. Was that you?
Nah.
Yeah.
It was?
It's called branching. The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
It says Lucas.
Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
Well, I have no choice.
You left me no choice. Doesn't mean I like what I did. Is this even legal?
You found Rapidium, Mr. Dalsky. We needed to act.
What do you mean we needed to act? I'm not a Karen. I'm not gonna ask for his supervisor. I'm not like that. Yeah, what went wrong with the landing, by the way?
What the hell happened out there? What went wrong with the landing?
To be honest, I don't know.
Oh, great.
I'm still analyzing telemetry data from your flight, but it seems something went very wrong.
Yeah, no shit.
No kidding.
Yeah. We know there was a major system malfunction, but the reasons are unclear. It's too early to tell. We need more data.
Yeah, why did everyone die? Like, I'm the only survivor, but the other pods were intact. And still they were dead? Why?
Do you know what killed the rest of the crew?
Looks like an oxygen leak in the landing pods.
All of them?
No idea why, though.
Then how come I survived?
You tell me?
You know, you're not very...
Yeah, you're not helping.
I don't like confusing assumptions with information, Mr. Dalsky. Conclusive evidence is more my thing.
Sure. And you have none. Yeah, the concept is really great. I haven't actually read the I'll show you in a minute when I finish this conversation. There is in the quantum computer, you basically have all of your life memories mapped out, and you can read every single one of them. And then when you create an alter, you have a branch, and you can read the entire life memory of that branch all the way to this point where you left on a journey to this station. And it's really good writing. It's short and concise, but it's really, really good. Yeah, can I get out of here?
You're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you.
Why do you...
Do you think I could see this altar of yours?
First of all, when you phrase your things as questions, that doesn't sound very comforting. It's not a puppet, by the way. It's not a puppy. It's not an animal. How do you know you're not talking to him?
How do you know you're not talking to him right now?
You're joking, right?
Who knows? Ooh.
Who knows?
Yeah. Nice try, but I'd know the difference. The immunosuppressant meds, he wouldn't be in a disposition to mess around. How bad is he feeling?
Wait.
He's pissed off at me.
Well, yeah.
Cooperate.
Then we have a problem.
What do you
We'll
mean?
manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There
I
should be
know.
a way to gain his trust. Should show him you care, maybe?
He doesn't
I
like
told
that.
him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just words. Maybe you should share something.
What? Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say, sharing is caring.
Yay. Let me think.
Dude.
What can I share with him? My playlist?
Yeah, true. Wait, suppose it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
Okay, memories. We have
Of
memories in
course.
common.
Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Mind records. See? You were so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out, see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
I don't know, dude. You can learn more about your Alter's life and choices by analyzing his life path in the quantum computer module. Okay, so that is what that's where I was going anyway. So this is the quantum computer here, and if we access that, zoom out. So this is the life that we share. These are all memories in time. starting at... does it say the year? Distant memories, doesn't really say how old I was there. So we have drunken father who beat up our mother, mom, beat up our mom, and we wanted to get out. I didn't 15 years old. Okay, so turning a blind eye, another shitty day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear. No, better not to get involved. Run back home. One day, you'll get out of here. You have to. Alright. So, you don't like to be a hero. Then at 16, the need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her. Being home is just unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping those exams go well. All right. That's 16 at the crossroads. So here is the branching point. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college, and it's close to home. You could visit mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the results. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave mom alone with him. So in this point, there is a branch. We went away for college, and that led all the way to this point where we basically took this job that we're currently on. The altar stayed. So we're gonna read about that. At 19 years old, we stayed behind and we achieved technician 50% plus 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. And the first memory at 20 years old is, if I can get to it, standing up to him. There, you did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of mom, her safety. There, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore. So basically, you kick your dad out of the house, and then 21 years old, ups and downs. You laugh as mom tells you a joke she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She's cooked her pierogi. Man, don't you love them? And her relaxed smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. You just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. The prescription she brought home today is gonna cost you plenty. She's sick. It's basically a multiverse thing. It's a quantum computer that is basically making the calculation of an entire different life based on a different choice. So when your mom is sick, and then you turn down a job, I'm not gonna read it all, but basically you turn down a job that would have led you to be just like your dad. So you turn down a mining job, I think. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Dad was behind that job offer. So your dad got you a job in a mine, but you turned it down. Trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sins. The steady job was tempting, but you were assertive. Again, no way you'll owe anything to him. You'll make it on your own. You always do. All right, so assertive. So this is something hard. Because you stayed, you took care of your mother, and you were there when she died. In the other timeline, you were not. You missed it. So where is it? Too late to say goodbye. Because you left for college, you missed the death of your own mother. Tough, huh? So even though it was supposed to be the better decision to make something of your own with education, it led to a completely different life with different outcomes. Final goodbye. You hold back the tears when you look at her on the hospital bed. You knew this was coming, her health deteriorating fast in the last months. You just didn't want to think about it. You hate that helplessness. Damn, get your shit together, Jen. You need to be strong for her. Promise her you'll make something of yourself. Keep her smiling to the very end. I think I already read those. So fixing things, you basically starting to fix things. You had a thing for machines, putting them together, breaking them apart. So you became an engineer. And you got a mentor that basically became your father figure. And then I didn't read this one. Hold on. Shady business. You try not to eavesdrop, but it's the third time this month these fishy dudes are here, talking to your boss behind closed doors. He says it's nothing, but you can see he's distracted. Doesn't look you in the eye that much. Disappears for hours, leaving you in charge of the business. Is that a good thing, or should I be worried? So your mentor is kind of doing some shady stuff in the background. Ooh, they took him away. Lost trust. Ah, your mentor failed you. Fake batteries. Counterfeit parts. Is that what it was all about? As your boss is being taken away by the police, you feel like an idiot for trusting him. Thinking that you could open up to him, while all this time he's been lying to your face, pretending to be a friend. What a fool. What a fool you've been. Treat it as a lesson, Jan. The only person you can rely on is yourself. Okay, I can understand why he's kind of an asshole. Fine on your own. Of course, it was a matter of time before they approached you. Now that he's in jail, his words about you replacing him seem so ironic now. You don't want anything to do with them. But what if you lose your job? You love that workshop, but they're criminals. No, assertiveness. Remember? Don't be scared. You can make it on your own. I get it. I take it that didn't go well. Staying strong. As you turn the paycheck around in your fingers, you think of Mom. She'd be happy to know you're finally making good money, working in an international factory on a contract of employment. You stayed strong and made something of yourself. She'd probably be worried that you're still on your own, but that's the way I prefer it. Ghosts from the past. Watching the bartender pour you another one, from the corner of your eye you catch a glimpse of a figure watching you. You turn and see it was just somebody's coat. You smile with relief. For a moment you thought it was that. You sip your drink and listen casually to the conversations at the tables. It's good not to have problems. The ads are going to start in just a second. Drifting through. Your friends burst out in laughter. The jokes The jokes just keep coming to you. It's a good night. You just got your paycheck and you're buying rounds. Okay, calling these people friends is a little too much. You've only just met them, but you're having fun together, right? The girl to your left's been giving you signals. Could this be your lucky night? Signs of trouble. The damn crisis you had to hit. That damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life.
The stream is now paused for ads.
I'm going to take a break for the ads. Me drink water. So he likes to be on his own and he thinks that no one else can do anything for him. So he doesn't like to take help. He's just on his own, can't trust anyone. So it makes sense that he would not trust me at all. I guess. Waiting on the ads. 2 seconds and... Alright, we're back. Signs of trouble. The damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life. Your whole branch is being shut down. You'll be lucky if you keep your job at all. And this damn advert just gets on your nerves. Rapidium. Magic trick to make everyone's happy. Who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions? Well, apparently you are. Let's find out why. I was reaching for my mouse. Let's see what happened. Oh, him again. You can't make up your mind. Bet safely or take the risk. Wonder who that guy is putting his money on. Wait, is that... Shit. It's him, Dad. He looks like a tramp. Of course, he visits the bookie regularly. Fucking loser. Man, you just hope he doesn't recognize you. Get out of here, quick. And don't ever come back. You're not like him. You're not like him. You've got your shit together. Oh, you were on a bookie? Oh, you were making bets. Oh, I see. You were making bets. Your dad walks in and you just walk out. Project Dolly. 35 years old. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their minds. Especially if your debts are mounting. Okay, so we lost our job. We collect a bunch of debts. So we had to take the job. You'll be fine. You just need to make it through this mission. They respect professionals like you. Just stay strong and you'll be all right. And that was basically it. That was his life. Was there something else? No, that's it. Ask the alter about the memories you share. So we share memories up until we leave college. So we share memories about our dad and our mom and the desire of us to just leave. Where did he see? Right there. Been thinking about what you said.
I've been thinking about what you said.
Okay, yeah, we're different. I left, he stayed. He was assertive, I was not. I just wanted to escape. He stayed behind and stand up to our dad.
You're right. We are different. Sure we are. Like, I got that right away, and you took your sweet time.
You stood up to that. You didn't go to college. So you stood up to that. That seems to be the most important. Not about college, because our decision to go to college was mainly to escape. So it's about that.
I'm serious. You stood up to Dad. I didn't. Oh, really?
There. Good.
And what did you do? Just stand and watch him take it out on Mom? I thought about stepping in. I was always a heartbeat away from doing it, but when it came down to it, I just freeze. Guess I was afraid of making things worse. Yeah, I remember the feeling. But then I reached a breaking point. Looks like you didn't hang around long enough to reach yours.
You're right. I didn't. I was a coward.
Or maybe I was a coward. Going to college was a good excuse to just get away from it all. Oh, so that's where our paths split. Did you shine out there?
No.
Were you best in class?
No.
What do you think? Huh? Yeah. Now build around this merry-go-round. That's who I ended up being. Sorry to disappoint. Why would I be disappointed? Just proves I was right to stick with Mom. Wait, is she maybe still around here?
No.
No. I wish she was. She always knew what to do and how to cheer you up. Hey, when you were down, or Dad had just stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind him and leaving you crying in your room, would she ask me to help her make pierogi? Her famous pierogi. Oh my God, I could really pig out on those. And making them together was fun. Fun. Yeah, wow, why don't we go for it? Why don't we try and make Mom's famous pierogi? No way we'd find the ingredients here.
Beer and synthetic starch? Yeah, coolant and oil, no. Coolant? Grease and funk, no. Beer and yeah, that'll do it.
Who said they have to be right? Beer and synthetic starch should work. Yeah, hilarious. I can pull it off. You'll see. But there's one condition. You're eating them with me. If you die, I die. Why not?
Sure.
Change much, I guess.
Okay, we're getting along. Nice. Each person in the base consumes 1 meal per day. Higher quality meals will have a positive effect on mood and the mood of your altars. Prepare pierogi in the kitchen. Pierogi actually. I have to go here. Pierogi. Queue it up and start cooking. Boom. I need to make 2 actually. Oh, no, never mind. Let's eat.
Here you are, the famous Dulski pierogi with an interstellar twist. What do you think? Well, now I know how Mom must have felt. That day she had a terrible flu and I decided to cheer her up and make pierogi for her. Right, yeah. I put like a ton of salt into the filling. And I overcooked them into a shapeless pulp. They were inedible. But you remember what she did? Uh-huh. She ate them all and never said a word.
No, she said they were delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So, they're delicious, man. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, we're getting along. Yay. Okay, you're not an asshole. I'm sorry.
So,
Are we cool?
are we cool now? Cool. Do you mean did I come to terms with waking up as tech support for my doppelganger? You might have to give me something stronger than dehydrated dumplings to wrap my head around that.
They weren't that bad.
Now you're being mean.
So I
went
have
through
to
a
be
lot
an
of trouble
asshole to this guy in order for him to like me.
You made an effort. I'll give you that. But see, that makes it even worse. It would be easier to hate you, but eating those fucking pierogi with you.
You liked
I
it.
actually enjoyed it.
Are you showing feelings?
Wait, are you showing your feelings? What?
See?
No.
I have to make fun of him. I have to
Okay,
treat him like
just kidding.
crap.
I hate getting called sentimental too. Just proves how similar we are. Well, now that we got that out of the way, what's the plan?
We have to handle this our way. He likes to be independent. That's the way to go. We have to do it ourselves.
The corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers.
Oh, I hear ya. You never know with those numbskulls.
Right. So, until the rescue ship arrives, we'd better watch our own asses.
They know about me.
Yep. Leave the politics to me.
Don't worry about it. Leave the politics to me.
Gladly. Tell me you know what to do.
We'll improvise. Well... yeah.
All I know is we need to get to a safe place, then we'll improvise.
Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate.
I have you to help me.
That's not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, you're gonna need more people.
People? What people?
Us
The
people.
Rapidium's there. Use it. Make more versions of me.
Of us. Yeah, don't be an ass. More versions of us.
Versions of us both, you mean?
That almost sounded like we're planning kids. You need to work on your cooking skills, though.
Okay. You had to make it weird, didn't you? Can't wait to do it again.
Actually, I can't wait to branch myself again.
Sure. Take the bull by the horns. Good luck keeping him happy.
All right, we need another one. Task completed. What do I do next? Answer the call. Is it that guy again? Is it that guy again? Don't really like him. Oh no, it's Lena. Who the fuck are you?
Hello? Jan. Can you hear me?
Lena?
Lena. Oh wait.
Lena, is that you? What are you... How did you find me?
They
They...
let me know. Agatha, my boss, came to see me and said you could use some support. Are you all right? I heard about your crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she's my ex.
Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
So that's what you're calling.
Oh. So that's why they got you to call.
I know you think everyone in the company is an underhanded asshole, but honestly, I don't care why they approached me. I wanted to call. What the hell happened out there? How did you survive?
Beats me. Did it tell you anything more?
So, your boss, did she say anything more about the accident?
No. Just that you're all alone out there and could use someone close to talk to.
Well,
Really?
How did you make it?
I was lucky, I guess.
I don't know. Beginner's luck, I guess.
Okay. I get this is awkward. We haven't spoken in a while and suddenly this. Maybe I shouldn't have. What's the plan for getting you out of there?
I don't know.
There's a guy called Lucas Pena. He's handling it, apparently.
Handling it.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
I'm not gonna be an ass. I mean, she's being nice. But no, there is no one. We don't have a mom. We don't like our dad. No.
No. There's no one.
I didn't mean to get personal. You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop? And to keep an open channel for me? If you want that, of course.
Do you want that? We could ask, but let's keep it coy. Yeah, I'd like that. Yeah, why not? I mean, we have no one else. We have a friendly voice. We are not together, but we obviously are not in such bad terms if she actually wanted to call. So yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah. I'd like that. Thanks.
Good. Take care then, and talk soon.
Okay, bye. I should go talk to the sheep.
Hey, were we supposed to stop here? Nope. It's way too early.
Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again.
Not on my watch. Systems are working fine.
Something outside then?
Yeah.
Don't jump into your suit already.
I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base.
Alright. I'll take a look around.
Okay. Act 1. The sun is far away? Oh, so man, we managed to survive. Okay. I thought it was only. Thought it was only 8 days.
You come see me? There's a thing.
What? In the kitchen? Sure. What's the thing?
Something you wanted to discuss with me? I wanted to congratulate you. On what? Having a smart me on board.
You asked.
Seriously? Yeah. I flipped through some manuals while you were sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode. Oh? Yeah. But I played around with functionality options and hey presto, we got some new handy toys unlocked. Tools in the workshop and such.
Good. That'll keep you busy.
Good. That'll keep you busy. Worry about yourself, Sharpie. There's stuff to do in the building module too. Sound like something you'd enjoy?
Wasn't planning on getting cozy here.
I wasn't planning on getting cozy in here. You call it cozy, I call it ready for anything this place has in store for us. Whatever you decide, remember, everything costs resources. So, wherever we are and however long we're staying, it might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case. Sound advice. I'll consider.
Okay. I know how to do that. Multi-tool or lava lamp? Oh, I found these when I was exploring. Which one should I give him? I guess it'll be better with the multi-tool than the lava lamp.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down. Yep, I thought it might come in handy.
Uh-huh.
Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man.
Sure, no problem. I'll hold on to the lava lamp for now. I'm guessing he's not gonna have any use to that, any use for that. So I'm just gonna leave, maybe for a different altar. All right, so we need resources, meaning we have to go outside and find an outpost. Find resources. We have to do it before nighttime. Let's check out this way. Oh, that's where we
This is
stopped.
why we stopped. A lava river.
Shit.
Plan B then, I guess. We'll need to figure out if there's a way around.
I see a parachute over there.
Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store.
What the hell is this? Looks horrendous. Oh, it's organics. Yeah, extract. There's the deposit. I need to set up shop here. Let's see. Start in the center, maybe. Let's grab this. Polygonal scanner. Yeah, I know how to do this. Hold to send a scan wave. The wave appears on the scanner, scan ground, and moves toward. Oh, okay, I see. That's new. So we do this and put one, say here. And maybe that's too far away. Shit. Can I pick this up? Yeah. He has so much inertia when he moves. It's kind of difficult to. Maybe if I do that. Oh, that's better. If I just move the camera, that's way better. All right, let's put that one over there. Nothing. Where is the? Shit, nothing. Okay. Let's retrieve everything. There was nothing here. Let's start this side then. But we put one there. And another one here. Oh, there it is. That's better. Oh, here. Right there. I was lucky. Now I do this, and where's my...
I noticed we're missing a few rad filters.
Okay, sure. I forgot how to place the... Oh, building mode. Here we go. Mining outpost. Boom. So now we need to take the power back to our base. And it looks like this is the way. Let me check. Looks like a long way out. I don't know. Maybe we should do it from this side. That seems way longer. Let's see. Alright, we need a pylon. Let's put one there. That's too much. Okay. Did I do side of it? Okay, maybe still have 7 meters to go. 4, 3, 2. Okay, this is a good place. And there. Now I can take this one. Hopefully it won't collide with the rock. And at some point it's going to connect with the base. There. Perfect.
Want me to take a look there?
Yeah. Recharge. Perfect. Cool. What is this? This is a traveling. All right. So we have resources. We are collecting. Now we need to collect them. Actually, hold on. How much time do we have, though? Maybe I can. Going up here takes 2 energy. That's not too bad. Okay. Just mine for a few resources, maybe. Oh, he's working there. Cool. So I don't have to do it. Awesome. Thank you. That's so great. Now I don't. Okay, I can see the value now. All right. Cool. And now I can just come over here and mine. No, I'm not actually going to do it. I'm just going to travel here and find a plan B. Find a plan B because we need to find a way around.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable.
Okay.
If only I had a tool to drill through them.
Got it. Drill. Special equipment is needed to drill through I can't say it. Drill through rocks. Make a drill in the workshop. On it.
The stream is now paused for ads.
While there are ads, I'm just gonna travel and make myself a drill. All right, come back. So we need a drill. Here we go. Ooh, we're running out of metals. Can you? There you go. No. Well, just go out here at the base. Are there metals here? Yeah. Collecting. Wait, where are the rocks? Enriched metals. Ooh. Wait a second. Oh, it was this way, wasn't it? Let me just drill through this and then we'll go collect. Day's ending, by the way. 16:39. When it reaches 20, I get tired. So we need to act fast. So, okay, drill. How do I do this? I don't know. There? No? No? Oh, there. Okay. It was a big round thing in the ground. Alright. Now we do this. Nice. Destroying a rock wall to clear the path uses up 1 drill charge. You can craft them in the workshop. Okay, thank you. And we have more metals here. Look at that. Look at that. And that's about it, I think. Maybe a few more minutes to explore. Collect this thing. See what we have up ahead. Oh, God.
This is not good.
No.
We are surrounded.
Shit.
Damn it. So much for Plan B.
Looks like we have a call. We have like 40 minutes before I get tired, so let's get back to the ship quickly. Take that call. Oh, I can answer it from here? What is that? I don't know. How? What do you want me to do here? I don't know. Develop a new plan. Okay. I was going to. Socializing in the evenings. Being tired slows your work but doesn't have to impact your social life. You still have enough energy to socialize with your alters. Sure. Calls available. Oh look, it's Lucas. Lucas
About
Peña.
time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
No.
I'm stuck. We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
Nope.
I don't know. Still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
What's that?
You
Thank
have
you
a
for
lot of
being
very
here,
useful
what?
tech on board that base.
Hope to
It's
see you around
designed
more.
to overcome
Have a good day.
practically any obstacle.
See you in the next
All
stream.
you need is a properly trained crew, if you know what I mean.
More altars. Is that all you have for me?
You still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
What's the bad news?
What's the bad news?
You didn't listen. There's no bad news. First of all, I've been informed that a rescue party is being organized.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dosky, please, calm down.
Oh, don't calm down
No
me.
matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
What?
Just the thing my grandma used to say
Oh my
when I was
God.
a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Dude, read the
So
room.
this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleporting.
You said there was other news?
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve as much Rapidium as possible.
Now?
Oh, come on. Now? When I'm in the middle of this shit?
Yeah, I know. But the middle of this shit is the reason, Mr. Dosky. If it's true that there is a lot of it there, we just can't leave it to waste. With the sun coming and all.
I really don't know what to say to that.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit if that's what you're afraid of. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
Yeah, we're getting along.
Yeah. We're getting along pretty well now. Thanks.
That's very good to hear.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
Sure. You know, that's a good question. What happens to them?
What's gonna happen to my altars back on Earth?
I don't know. I'm sure my boss will think of something. He always knows what to do.
I don't know about this
You
boss
either
of
really
yours.
trust him, or you're very good at not saying anything.
Maybe both? I'm not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really. But my sister wanted to be a therapist and she practiced on me when I was 5.
That doesn't...
Oh,
No.
and how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters.
Oh, dear
I hope
God.
you're not laughing.
Little laughing. Yeah. Let's get on with it.
I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidium, Mr. Dalsky. And wait for contact from my boss.
Your life path has been updated. New branches and possible alterations are available in the quantum computer. Ooh. All right. I'm gonna cut it off here. We will continue next Friday, this Friday, and we will create a new altar and see what it leads to. Thank you so much for being here. Hold on, let me just take you over to here, if I can. All right. Just give me a second. Just a second. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So much buttons. Okay. All right, it's raiding time. We're gonna raid Mahoodles. I think she's having fun with puppets. It's always a good time. So enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you Friday. We'll continue working on the project, creating a template for the component, adding search functionality, and maybe making good progress. And also, we're gonna play games as always. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week and a very good rest of your day. You're awesome. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time.